We're going to take it to the Southern Funk today with something a little bit more simple and straightforward, but iconic in its own right, that being the hand clapping song by Stax Records' very own The Meters, taken from the album Struttin. So the riff itself is based on the E minor pentatonic scale. So the way I like to play this one is I'll kick off from the 5th fret on the 2nd string using my 3rd finger. Moving to the same string, moving to the 3rd fret, back to the 5th. So there we have the notes E, D to E. With a slight gap, we go back to the D on the 3rd fret. In total. So the time for that would be along the lines of 1 and 2 A. And then from there we move to the 3rd string and we slide from the 4th fret to the 3rd fret and back to the 4th. We then ascend back up the scale to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, once again the D, and back to the E, being our tonic notes. So we could class that one as part 1, and part 1 in full will sound like this. With a bit more speed. Incidentally, that slide there is probably the only kind of guitar style dynamic that you'll find in the song. Everything else is played having a natural note, and it does have a little bit of kind of muting in between, which adds that kind of picking, that stylistic picking sound that is associated with the meters. A lot of staccato in there. Moving on to part 2 of the riff, we're going to play some similar notes that we played before. We then return to the 3rd string, but this time we descend along the 3rd string along frets 4, 3, 2 and then open 3rd. Two more notes to finish off. Changing strings once again, we now move to the 4th string, open, and then to the 2nd fret, 4th string. So the timing for that one is going to be just a straightforward linear timing all the way through, apart from the slight gap we have on that 3rd note, which makes it a little bit easier to remember. And the nice thing about that is you've got a little bit of a gap in between parts 1 and 2, which allows you to collect your thoughts. Now a bit later on in the song there is a little bit of riffing that's going on, and the guitarist seems to play alongside some scatting vocals, which is impressive in itself. I'm not going to do that on today's lesson, but if you would like me to transcribe that for a future video, please let me know. However, just know that it's all based on the E minor pentatonic scale. So now it's over to you. Do you have a particular favourite artist or song that you'd like me to transcribe? Don't be shy. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to do so.